Hello, my name is Christy Smith, and the passage that I chose was 1 John 3:16 through 18. The passage reads, "By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us, and we also ought to lay down our lives for our brethren. But whoever has the world's goods and sees his brother in need and shuts up his heart from him, how does the love of God abide in him? My little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed, in truth." The audience that I chose was elementary school because that's actually um, what I teach now is elementary school kids, sometimes some younger. The theme of this passage is sacrificial love. And in my outline, the verses or in this passage, what I got that is showing that this passage is sacrificial love is, by this we know because he laid down his life for us, saying that Christ laid down his life for us to show us the ultimate sacrifice for love. The second thing in this passage was that we also ought to lay down our lives for our brother, meaning that we should uh, do for others, not just always thinking about ourselves or what we're going to get out of it. If we have it, we should give it. The third thing that I got that relates to the theme is, but whosoever has this world's goods and sees his brother in need and shuts up his heart from him, how does the love of God abide in him? That goes back to sacrificial love because we have to have that love to do for other people like we should, like the Bible commands us to, as Christ did. The last is, my little children, let us not love in words or in tongue, but in deed and in truth. This is relevant to the theme because it's letting us know that it's not good enough just to say I love you or just do a lot of lip speaking. I love you. Oh, I'm thinking about you. I care about you. But it's actually doing something to show that you love someone. Uh, the way that I chose to apply this to help the kids learn how to apply this scripture to their lives was a few things that um, I have done in the past when I have taught this actual passage of scripture was to send out Valentine cards, not just at Valentine's, but to make little cards and give them out anytime to people that you love, or even just pass them out at Walmart. Sometimes after Christmas, we get the candy canes that are on sale, and we make little notes and little cards, and we give the kids 5 or 10 for the week and have them pass them out during the week to people that they may not even know. Another thing, with it being Christmas time, we talked about the people that stand out in front of the stores and are collecting money, and explain to the children that those people are collecting that money for kids, families that are less fortunate. So if you have some change in your pocket, um, to put some in there just to help out. Every little bit counts, and that's what I try to teach them, is that even if it's a quarter, to them that's a lot of money. So for them to put a quarter or 50 cents or $1 in there is showing somebody that they don't even know the love of Christ. For some of the younger ones, we talked about sharing their snacks. I know a couple of times when I've been to the school with my youngest, some of the kids didn't have snacks. They didn't have the money to buy a snack or something. And I always would encourage them to share their snacks or either bring an extra snack for a child that they know doesn't have one. This shows the love of Christ. For the older ones, one of the applications that they could put would be helping their younger siblings with their homework. I know that we talked about that, and even in class, I have the older kids help out with the younger kids so that they understand what that means, and even for the younger kids to help at home, which goes to my fifth application, is them helping mom and dad clean the house or wash the car or just do things to show them that they love them and that they appreciate them. To them, maybe putting down the video game remote for a few minutes to help mom vacuum. That's them sacrificing what they like to do to help mom out. The last part was the questions, and that's something that I would definitely go over with them because it kind of breaks down the verse. How do we know love? Well, the Bible tells us that by Jesus' death on the cross, that he showed the ultimate love for us. I would explain to the kids what lay down their lives mean. The word lay down does not so much mean that they have to lay down, but to lay aside, to if they have some extra change in their pocket that they want to put in one of the machines at Walmart, well, you know, you take that extra change and bless somebody else with it. Sacrifice that piece of candy that you can get anytime to help another person. What does it mean by world's goods? Well, I explained to them that the world's goods is like a home or food or clothing, anything that we have that we can give to somebody else is showing them love. What does John mean by shutting up your heart, shutting up his heart? Well, he means that if we look away, if we walk by and we know we have extra change in our pocket, and we walk by the people that are out there collecting money for the less fortunate, and we don't do anything, then God's telling us that we're not like Him. That we're not supposed to just ignore that somebody is in need. And why does John say that we are not to love in words only? Well, John is very clear here that if God has blessed us with the world's goods, then we should share it when we see others in need. Love is not just a word. We cannot say we love and not show our love through action. How we meet the needs of others shows the extent of our love for others and for God. If we're willing to give up what we have for someone else, that's showing that person that we love them. Um, my, uh, I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty in my verse again was 1 John 3:16 through 18. By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us, and we also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. But whoever has this world's goods and sees his brother in need and shuts up his heart from him, how does the love of God abide in him? My little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but indeed in truth. So, I would just continue to explain to them and go over the applications of how to show this verse to the world.